Hello, lovely viewers. You are most welcome to our channel Poetry Online. In this video, we shall be presenting to you the major themes of the play Sizwe Bansi is Dead by Athol Fugard. Kindly subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get updates on all our new videos. Once again, let us assure you of a very interesting discussion. Get ready for this lesson. The major themes in Athol Fugard's Sizwe Bansi is Dead are racial discrimination and racial prejudice, class oppression or the oppressive conditions of the apartheid system, the problem of identity or identity crisis, injustice in the judicial and legal system, the inseparability of social conditions and individual actions. Let us discuss them one after the other, starting with racial prejudice and racial discrimination. The play is peopled into characters from two different racial backgrounds, namely blacks and whites. Buntu, Sizwe Bansi, and Styles represent the black race, while Mr. Henry Ford No. 2 and Mr. Bradley are representative of the whites. The binary relationship is, however, not that of equals. The white race is presented in the play as a superior and more powerful race, who are at the center of everything that one needs to survive. As a result, they exploit, denigrate, dehumanize, and cripple the blacks with absurd and obnoxious laws. The black people in the play are presented as people who are victimized, used, abused, exploited, and dehumanized through a system backed by law. Their skin color stands between them and all the good things they need in life. Due to the color of their skin, there is no place for the black in the business world. In fact, the only business available to him are menial and physically demanding jobs without a good pay. The idea of physical segregation is the most symbolic expression of racial prejudice in the play. Because the blacks are considered inferior, they are restricted to live in black areas like King Williamstown, an overpopulated slum with limited or no opportunities. No black is expected to be seen at an all-white zone such as Port Elizabeth without permission or without a passbook. For this reason, Sizwe Bansi was ordered out of Port Elizabeth because he doesn't have the legal documents to be there. The passbook system further complicated the plight of the black people. This controlled every aspect of their life and restricted them from reaching their full potentials due to the heavy bureaucracy involved in doing something on your own. Styles clearly informs readers and audience of the play of the bureaucratic and cumbersome procedures of getting a job permit or a license to start one's own business. Buntu equally describes the absurd procedures he had to go through in order to get a lodger's permit in Port Elizabeth, even though he was born there. The play, Sizwe Bansi is Dead, shows that racial prejudice and racial discrimination is inimical to peaceful coexistence. Next is the theme of class oppression, or the oppressive conditions of the apartheid system. This theme is closely related to racial oppression. The blacks are generally regarded as belonging to the lowest rank on the social ladder of the society. They therefore suffer the indignities of this class and have their labor exploited to build wealth for the white folks. To perpetuate its oppression of the black folks in South Africa during the apartheid system, the whites put in place some powerful institutions such as the press, the court system, the judicial system, security service personnel, and labor bureau office to further infringe on the rights of the blacks and oppress them. These institutions achieved the set objectives of the apartheid system by subtle and disguised brainwashing, economic strangulation, or direct force. The press, for instance, is used to propagate big and captivating headlines about white folks or about white capitalists improving the lives of black workers, when indeed their working conditions and pay is nothing to write home about. The security services is also used as an agent to terrorize the black communities in the view of incriminating them. That is why Buntu declines Sizwe Bansi's request to report the death of Robert Zolinzima to the police station, since they will only be arrested for it instead of being commended for their action. The security service was used in the apartheid system to raid the houses of the black folks, such as what happens in Zola's house, and Sizwe Bansi was found out and ordered out of Port Elizabeth. The oppressions of blacks in apartheid South Africa was so atrocious that blacks resigned to death, as they saw death as the only source of true freedom and total bliss. Next is the problem of identity, or identity crisis. The quest for self-identity is an indictment of the inhuman treatment the apartheid system inflicted on the original owners of the land. With minimal use of props, the playwright, Athol Fugard, is able to use only 3 characters, Buntu, Styles, and Sizwe Bansi, to expose the struggles of blacks in apartheid South Africa, that is, their struggle in relation to keeping their identity intact or to discover their own true identity in such a hostile environment where one is imprisoned or chained from all angles. In the face of economic hardships, coupled with the need for survival, Sizwe Bansi is forced to choose between bread and identity. Despite his initial hesitation, Sizwe Bansi has to finally settle for bread, that is, ignoring his identity, which links him to his family, and to adopt the identity of the dead man Robert Zolinzima in order to live life again. That is, Robert Zolinzima has to die so that Sizwe Bansi can continue to live a meaningful life. The next theme we are going to discuss is injustice in the judicial and legal system. Blacks in apartheid South Africa were stripped of all their basic human rights and treated as nothing. In fact, the legal system was used as a tool for oppressing black people in apartheid South Africa. That is to say, blacks do not have access to fair trial in the courts of law. Buntu refused to report the death of Robert Zolinzima because of the fear of imprisonment or unjust arrest. That is, without any investigation or solid evidence, they will be put behind bars just because they are blacks and will be incriminated for the death of Robert Zolinzima even though they are innocent. Therefore, it is wise for them to ignore the dead body rather than report it and face being imprisoned. Last but not the least, we are going to discuss the inseparability of social conditions and individual actions. Athol Fugard uses his play Sizwe Bansi is Dead to demonstrate that there is a clear link between the social conditions in which one lives or finds himself and the actions that they take. Sizwe Bansi does something illegal so as to ensure his own survival. That is to say, Sizwe Bansi uses someone else's passbook, a dead person for that matter, in order to circumvent or navigate through the hostile apartheid system. He did not adapt to criminality or something illegal for the fun of it, or because he's a criminal. No, he adapted to something illegal as a way of escaping or ensuring his survival. This is to say that with a social condition in which he finds himself, one cannot find any other thing to do than to resort to criminality. Therefore, there is an inseparability of social condition and individual actions. Thanks for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.